Taurus, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus, I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading for the month of March 2026. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, dear Taurus, I also would like to emphasize the fact that being on a twin flame journey can be very specific. So it is not for everyone. If you have met your twin flame and if you're watching this reading, that you know that this is for you. The twin flame journey here, this is a brand new deck I'm using, by the way. It's magical. The twin flame journey can be very intense. It's somebody that you have met, that you feel like that they are part of you. It's like a soul split into living in different body. Very intense connection, very intense chemistry. You may have been feeling your twin flame's energy around you a lot recently. There is something about a mental connection and telepathy with this person. Taurus, I do strongly feel like here that with this person that you dealt with, there could have been even cultural differences, and maybe this person was married to someone else, and you met your twin flame at a stage in your life where you was not expecting. Now, in this reading, I'm going to see what is the main energy between your twin flame and you, past, present, and future. Clarify all the cards and get some final advice and messages of love and a message from the spirit to you. So, dear Taurus, the energy between you and your twin flame is the Two of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. So, dear Taurus, the energy between you and your twin flame with the Two of Pentacles is that there is a lot of back and forth energy. There is this realization of if this is something that you really want to hold on to. I feel like there is a decision here that needs to be made. You could be going through a lot, and so is your twin flame. These Two of Pentacles can mean multiple things: juggling through jobs, juggling through this relationship. You know, there is a path. There is a path that is being created in front of you and your twin flame. This path could lead you and them towards two completely different directions, or towards back to each other, because that's what usually happens with the twin flames after an extended period of separation. Usually there is also a moment where they meet up, because this is a very, very intense connection. Again, this reading is not for everyone, so please use your discernment. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this for you. Dear Taurus, in the recent past, you have the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, and the Death. Okay, so in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that there was a situation that came to an end. Some of you were dealing with Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, possibly a Virgo, could have been a Leo also. A situation here came to an end, and I think that somebody here walked away. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, it could have been you that walked away, could have been your person. And this situation came to an end, okay? It was a very unexpected ending. We're going to talk about this and we're going to see why this happened with your twin flame, and we're going to clarify everything. In the present moment, you have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. The Empress is you. Okay, so there is a lot of flashbacks and a lot of memories. You could be looking into the pictures of this person, text messages. There is a lot of information that you're also receiving maybe in your dreams as well. You know, with the Knight of Cups here, someone is having an emotional roller coaster over this situation. I think this is probably pretty much your twin flame. And the Empress. This twin flame journey must have shown you, dear Taurus, on when it comes to self-care and nourishing and loving, you need to love yourself. By the way, happy spring. I bought myself some flowers to also bring that springy, beautiful feeling into the room. Now, I feel like that in the present moment, there is a lot of flashbacks. Six of Cups. Whenever this appears, it does definitely indicate about a twin flame connection. We're going to get back to this and we're going to clarify this. In the near future, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So there is a turning point, a major turning point, dear Taurus, that's going to happen. Yes, there is a situation that's been really overwhelming, and you know, Eight of Wands here, there is definitely a text message or it's like movement happening, I would say. It's not just a text message, there is movement that's happening. I really feel like here that a lot of you with the Ten of Swords, you have been secretly crying recently. And this is something that I feel like it's gonna change in your life. If you've been crying, if you've been feeling really stressed out, that's not gonna happen all the time. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming here is the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Moon. This is and the Ace of Wands. So this is a relationship here that could blossom again. There will be an opportunity here for you and your twin flame to reunite together. Now, however, when it comes to this situation here, both of you are gonna need to heal something. There is a story of forgiveness here that needs to happen. A lot of you are still hurt, and so is your twin flame. Again, there has been a lot of mirroring things back to each other. Your twin flame, I feel like there are somebody that they're very handsome, they're very gorgeous, beautiful, pretty. And I think that this is your twin flame. You both are gonna end up together. There is something here about a uniform. It also, your person could be maybe they were in the military or Navy, or somebody here still wears a specific uniform. Could be a firefighter, could be a doctor, something like that. Uniform can be very significant. Red hair could be very significant, okay? And this is what's going to happen. I think that there is a decision here in the present moment. A lot of these twin flame energies that I am reading specifically on my channel, I feel like that this is about, what I'm picking up on is a lot is happening in the 4D and in the 5D. Okay, fourth dimension, 5th dimension. A lot of imagination. A lot of stuff is happening in the quantum field, in the imagination world, so a lot of you could be seeing things. Maybe you could also hear things. There is a lot of confirmations coming in your way, also in your dream state as well. Now, without any further ado, dear Taurus, let's get into your reading and clarify all the cards for you. I'm going to start off with the challenge. It's actually more so with the energy, because both of you, what I'm getting here, you and your twin flame Taurus are like getting in and out of each other's energies is what I'm getting. Getting in and out of each other's energies. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, dear Taurus, is clarified by the Two of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. And then a nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. If you know, you know. Now, I feel like that for many of you, this is why it's been taking for such a long time for you and your twin flame to actually come together. Two of Pentacles in this deck is this, right? Those fairies. And then, as you can see, the reason why a lot of you are really hurt and you feel kind of betrayed and you're feeling so much pain and you may stay up late at night and cry and wonder what's going to happen is because with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, there is a distance that has been created between you and them. There is also a physical, geographical distance. I feel like your twin flame might have left the connection, or you might have left the connection. You might be living in two different places. Maybe you just got divorced from your twin flames. There is something about a very painful ending, okay? It's not an easy journey. This is not for the faint-hearted, okay? This reading is very, very specific. So I feel like that there is this a lot of things up in the air kind of energy. You're someone, Taurus, that you love very dearly. You care very deeply, and it's been hurting you. It's been hurting you because you've been seeking answers and trying to see, which direction should you move forward to? Is there actually going to be a brand new beginning between you and your twin flame? Queen of Swords, you could be dealing with Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here, and the Lovers. There is a lot of love here. This is also the card of a Gemini. So there is a lot of love, okay? A lot of love, a lot of passion, and something has happened, okay, in your life and in your twin flame's life that this ending happened, took place. Now, in the recent past with the Hermit, I feel like that, this was a very spiritual connection. It was like a wish coming true. You could have prayed, to meet the right person, and you came across to your twin flame. The Hermit can also mean kind of a silence and quietude. Yeah, the Tower, Scorpio energy. So this situation came to an end. I feel like you and this person stopped talking to each other, the Tower and the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups and the Fool. Some of you dealt with an Aries here. Like I said, could be any other sign that I mentioned previously. For a lot of you, this situation here came to an end because there is this, someone here was not ready to invest into this relationship emotionally, but also it was maybe because there was a third party. And the third party could be from anyone's side, from anywhere, from, I feel like it was not an easy journey for a lot of you. This was something that came to an end very unexpectedly with the Tower, okay? Very unexpectedly. It was not what you were anticipating. And then there is the Eight of Cups. So there was a disconnection here. Someone walked away. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. And I'm sending you big hugs, dear Taurus. I know it's not an easy journey. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords. There is a very strong cutoff energy here. This person might have found out about something and they ended it with you, or you ended it with them. I feel like that you and this person might have, you and both of them. When I said this person is your twin flame. So when you and your twin flame attempted to actually reunite and to make something work, I think that there possibly could have been another person who came into this person's life or into your life. I'm sensing there is a third-party situation, maybe a karmic connection here that intervened into this relationship, and hence the reason is that it all ended. Okay, so let's clarify the Death card here. There's also very strong Scorpio energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. The Death card is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, and then the Empress at the bottom. Yeah, that's you. I think that this ending, Taurus, on a good note, I do want to mention something that I'm seeing that's actually very positive. Despite the fact that you went through this tumultuous, very painful ending with your twin flame and it took place very unexpectedly, I think it really made you glow up. There is something here about you, learning how to trust in love again, learning how to buy flowers for yourself again and really take care of yourself. There is something about your energy, like you're just not giving up. As a Taurus, you're very quiet, okay? You keep it to yourself. You're very observant. You are very wise. You don't rush into things. So you did go through the dark night of the soul just quietly and you just kept it to yourself, especially as a Taurus. It was not an easy journey, okay? Especially when you realize that the person that you met, who was your soulmate, who was your twin flame, could be a soulmate for some of you, but I'm getting a twin flame. This is a twin flame reading. And that it was just very difficult for you and this person not to talk to each other, for you and them not to come together. There was also something about drinking habits. Somebody here could have drunk. Somebody here also has a goatee or facial mustache is what I'm getting. You and this person could have spent some time into the nature. I'm getting here a river or a mountain or some sort of a cabin. You and this person could have gone on some sort of a vacation together, or you live somewhere where there is a lot of trees and mountains around you. Now, in the present moment with the Six of Cups, there is absolutely a lot of memories and flashbacks coming in, okay, when it comes to your twin flame. You and them are constantly thinking about each other, especially we are in the Mercury retrograde, so this is another time when people are really thinking about the person from the past. There's a lot of memories. So the Six of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Chariot. Cancer energy here. I think you want commitment with this person, Taurus. That's what I'm seeing. You want to have commitment with them. But there is also a move that's happening in your life. Maybe you are moving through some sort of a phase in life. There is a transition with the Chariot here. There is movement. There is background movement that's happening. And I think that for a lot of you, you and this person, with the Ten of Cups, this is going to lead to marriage eventually in the end. With the King of Cups here, this person is navigating through their emotions. This is them. They're navigating through their emotions and through their feelings. So the Knight of Cups here is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords. Something is shifting in this person's life. They're also learning. I think your twin flame is learning how to love themselves, because if somebody doesn't love themselves fully, they cannot love another person for sure. Okay, there is a lot of realization. There is a lot of epiphanies happening with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. I do strongly feel like here, dear Taurus, that you and your person are going through kind of similar things in different timelines, but like similar things. Your person could be navigating through like finances, money, and career as well. There is a change of destiny. This person is actually coming to the realization that you are part of their destiny. Even if it's stressful, even if they have to wait, or it's gonna take some time, they're not gonna give up on you. They're not going to give up on you. So the Empress, you could be, like I said, there is a glow up in you, Taurus, that you have actually gained and learned through this situation. There is something about your beauty, because also you're ruled by Venus. Venus is the ruler of romance, relationships, pleasure. So there is something about you prioritizing yourself. The Empress is clarified by the Three of Wands, the World, and the Magician. You're manifesting without fear. You are manifesting without waiting. You are manifesting without putting any pressure onto the 3D reality. Many of you know about manifestation. You know about law of assumption, law of attraction, Neville Goddard. So with the Empress, and if you saw me posting a picture on, community posts, like I said, go buy yourself flowers, work on your self-concept, do some affirmations. It's not that you are doing this because you just want to bring somebody back, but you're doing this because you love yourself, because you finally say yes to yourself. You finally say yes to life. And for a lot of you, I think that you're closing off a chapter here of constant waiting game and waiting and waiting. And with the Magician, you're manifesting, you're creating something here about between you and your twin flame. Wheel of Fortune here in the near future, I feel like that there is a major shift here. Okay, there is a turning point. This is about abundance. This is about money. Ten of Swords. You're not going to stress out about this situation anymore in regards to you and your twin flame. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Temperance. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius also. Patience is a virtue, and it's going to pay off big time. Okay, patience is a virtue, and it's going to pay off big time. Ten of Cups here in this deck, as we can see, and then here it's more vividly and visually pictured. I feel like that you and this person, dear Taurus, are going to end up together. There is a transition that's happening. The Six of Swords here is, I think you and your twin flame are transitioning from the past into a new timeline, from the past situations into a new portal. And there is something about you and this person forgiving each other, patiently. Ten of Swords, the end of a painful overthinking era. You know what I'm saying? So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. You get in your head a lot, Taurus, don't you? You overthink a lot, and I think you really also, maybe you realize that you're blaming yourself a lot too. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Fool. Whatever, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Literally beautiful. So in the near future, okay, you might question and you might say, how is this brand new beginning here going to happen? I don't know if this person really wants to be with me. But you need to trust your intuition, that if you're stepping into the unknown, you need to trust the divine. You need to trust also the angels and guides and spirit that's actually doing the work behind the scenes, because you're not alone. I feel like a lot of you have either maybe a grandmother or someone very spiritual around you that's guiding you. They know about this twin flame journey. And I haven't really said anything like this before in the twin flame journey, but I think this is what it is about. Okay, you have like ancestors guiding you, okay, because they want you to be happy. Eight of Wands, there is going to be action being taken. Eight of Wands here, dear Taurus, indicates action. It talks about movement also. There is also, horses can be very significant here when you look at the Eight of Wands. Look how she's also proceeding towards the castle. And it's not an easy thing, but I think that the path is being led for you and them to meet up. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Swords. I think that, like I said, it's not going to be easy. There could be some third-party situations. Also, maybe like family members here or other influences that have been affecting on this relationship. But there is going to be a brand new beginning. I think you are ready to make an offer to your twin flame, and they are going to be ready to accept that, because the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords are like headed towards each other. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I think this person knows what they want. Your twin flame is coming to some sort of an internal shift and a change within them, and they know what they want. And like I said before, it's a very important prediction that I have made for every sign for the collective in the month of March. People who left you, or a person that left you, If they left you because of they thought that maybe they were gonna find somebody better or a third-party situation, it's not gonna last long, because Mercury retrograde is bringing a lot of things up from the bottom, like deep down, and people are realizing that, oh, what did I just sign up for? I don't think this is my person. And you're on their mind. Your twin flame knows. I think they know you're their twin flame. They know. That's what I'm strongly feeling. There has been a lot of back and forth and on and off energy. 10 of Cups here as I'm splitting the deck here at the bottom of the deck, and then there is the Lovers. So I'm saying. So that was beautiful. 10 of Cups and the Lovers. So let's see, what is the advice, dear Taurus, and what do you need to know? Okay, so the Hierophant, which is the card of a Taurus, very interesting in this deck. It's about marriage, commitment, institution, and a relationship. And then your advice here, dear Taurus, is the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Remember when I told you that this separation is not going to last too long? You're not going to be sad too long. You're not going to sit there and wonder, are they going to come back to you? There is a brand new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Fresh start, brand new beginning. Something here is going to start happening between you and your twin flame that's going to really bring a lot of happiness. I do see here that for many of you, this new happiness is going to come towards you at a time, and at a time when you are either meditating or when you are just focused on yourself. The more you focus on yourself, the more you say, you know what, I'm going to focus on my self-care. That's what the twin flame is also teaching. It's a very rapid, accelerated healing journey, and it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it, because people are realizing that nobody and nothing can make themselves feel great outside of them. They need to love themselves first. And maybe that's what I feel like you need to be patient, because there is something about your mindset, 9 of Swords. I know it's not easy to say, dear Taurus, be patient, but what is your self-concept about you? What do you think about you on a daily basis? What is the narrative that you keep playing in your mind? It's going to be very important, because we want to notice the ship that's coming from afar, right? If we keep our eyes locked onto either the third party or into the past, something that didn't work out, we need to keep our eyes focused onto the stuff that we want to manifest, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. So I think that there is a lot of, mindset changes happening for you. And I think that with the 2 of Pentacles, there will be an important decision, and you and your twin flame will cross paths again. Physically, that's what I'm strongly getting, okay? And there is a possibility of you and them heading towards this way, okay? Something about your birthday season is going to be very significant is what I'm getting, like April and May. Now, let's get your love message here about you and your twin flame and see what is it that you need to know. What is an important love message, dear Taurus? Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel, okay? So be authentic. Now, I do know that you're authentic, but this is about you remaining authentic to what you feel. A swan can be very significant. Butterflies can indicate some sort of a brand new beginning, and to who you really are and how you feel, right? How do you feel about this person genuinely? How do you feel about this situation? I feel like that this has a lot to do with you also realizing that you're not gonna lose yourself and your dreams and your goals because of this situation. There is something about your career decision that you're also going to make. There is something about money, something about launching a business project here. So look into the details and do that, because this twin flame journey is just part of the chapter. It's just part of the story. It's not the entire book. I think it's gonna look beautiful, way beautiful than what you had anticipated. And your animal spirit here, let's see what is your animal spirit and what do you need to know, dear Taurus. So your animal spirit for this upcoming month or week, I would say, is number 15. So you may feel that you are trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free from negative thinking. That's what I said, right? There is a cat and it says ego. Every one of us have egos. So just be very mindful of you not getting caught up into negative thinking patterns. Like I said, there is something about changing your mindset here, okay? You may want to put some really nice outfit on, look good, feel good, smell good, treat yourself, Live your life fully and to the best, as if you were already with your desired person. So I'm saying, so dear Taurus, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this reading helped and brought you some clarity. Please remember to hit that like button, to comment. I will see you in the comment section, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.